Hello, everyone. I'm Keisha Zulo, founder of the Women in Business Summit. It is coming up quick, fast, and in a hurry on September 13th. And it is my absolute pleasure to now introduce you to one of the amazing speakers we have, Miss Latonia Tabb. She is founder and CEO of Cooke Consulting Management. Welcome, Latonia.
Thank you so much, Keisha, for having me. It's a pleasure.
Oh my goodness. So I would love for those who don't know you for you to share a little bit about yourself and your background. And I just can't wait for the attendees to hear what you have to say about staffing and development and leadership. So introduce yourself and let them know your background a little bit.
Yes, Keisha, I'm excited to be a part of this first and foremost. Thank you for having me as a speaker for the Women in Business Summit. As mentioned, I deem myself a guru in this work, 27 years of just leadership development, working in the nonprofit sector of work with young people, youth, and families. I've been really, really driven by in my early years as a teen, and then during my undergraduate years, leadership on campus, and then gradually working into community and community developments with families, children, as well as municipals, school sites, community-based organizations. I come with understanding. I've traveled this whole country, just kind of getting the understanding best practices and works among other professionals, understanding what gets them really ready for this work. Is it the trainings that you receive on a national level, regional, state, local? Just learned over the years, just like what gets people excited about like their leadership, what brings them out, what is your niche? And I really, really love the work that I've been doing over the years, the people I've met from different walks of life, and the experience I was able to gain, confirming that with my master's degree almost 18 years ago while I'm dating myself, and organizational management and leadership. So I'm happy to be a part of this platform, happy to be a part of this summit, and to speak and share best practices amongst other great leaders as well.
Yes. And so based on your background in leadership and training, what are some of the things that you're seeing when it comes to retaining talent and training and staff? Can you talk a little bit about that? Because I know some of our attendees, they work within organizations and they're leaders and they're leading teams. And it's important to maintain your talent in order for your organization to grow. So what are some best practices that you would recommend for those who are leading teams?
For me, I love to be transparent. I love to be professionally transparent with my team. I have this attitude where when you look at your org chart, you may be at the top of it, but in order for me to do my job and do it effectively and do it
Yes.
with integrity, I need my team. I cannot do it without them. So I'm very strategic about who I hire. It's not just a checklist to say, okay, I filled this position, I'm happy. It has to be where it aligns, right? They have to understand the mission. They have to understand the vision and the values that the organization brings. That's first and foremost. Can you see the passion? Are they go-getters? Do they mimic you? Not my
Mhm.
style per se, but the action, the roll up the sleeves, let's get the work done from my on the ground team, my middle managers, and even my executive staff. So I'm a real believer of being just transparent, showing up. Consistency
Mhm.
matters, right? It's so cliche, but it really, really does. When you're consistent with your messaging, when you're consistent with your approach, when you're consistent with your tone, you're clear and concise.
Yes.
You're making sure that the instructions are clear. I don't handhold, I don't micromanage. What I do is I provide an outline to ensure that my team understand, here's the outline. Your job is to create a paper and get the best grade on it. And
Mhm.
that's how I really operate. And I really realize like it brings out the best in my team. It gives them the autonomy to be creative. And if I have to micromanage, it's because you allow me to step in.
Right.
There's a piece that you drop the ball, you allow me to step in, and I have to do your job and my job. And
Right.
then there's a different conversation, right?
Right.
I'm a believer as a leader that there's only two reasons why I document. I document for promotion or I document for exiting. It's one or the
Wow.
other.
I love that. And especially the part where you talked about setting the expectations and being consistent. I think that's so key. So your
Yeah.
workshop at Web Summit is navigating a leadership journey, the
Yeah.
leadership journey.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about that. What can the attendees expect to learn from you in that workshop? What do you
Well,
hope that they can implement in their leadership journey when they leave the conference?
Yes, Keisha, thank you. I'm excited. I like to lead from what are a couple of takeaways, right? I want you to
Mhm.
be in my session. I want you to be excited. I want you to be in the room. I'm going to be in a room with some professionals that have years of service beyond me. Some professionals where we're at the same mark, and some professionals that are just coming in, right? So I love the diversity that's going to be in my session, but I want you to leave with takeaways. I want you to feel good about the position that you're in. I want you to feel good about the team that you have. I want you to really deep dive into yourself and say, what can I do a little differently? What am
Yes.
I doing correctly? What can I change? Right? I'm a parachute. I don't know it all. There's the leadership is trending every day. There's new things happening. There's new ways to go about cultivating the culture of your organization, your team dynamics. How are you delivering who you are, but yet not crossing that line of
Mhm.
being personal and professional at the same time? So I'm gonna
Love that.
get you on your feet. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do some team building activities. You're going to have some takeaways where you're going to be like, I like that. I'm going to bring this back to my team and I'm going to
Awesome.
sit back and assess how we manage our operations or our day to day.
Oh, I can't wait because that's going to just make everyone who's in your session a better leader. You're going to just inspire so many people to just show up differently the next day. So I'm really excited for the attendees. I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about you as a mom and managing a business and everything else that you have to do. I know some of our attendees share, they have mom guilt or they're feeling like I can't manage it all. But
That's
this is
right.
important. My business is important to me. My career is important to me. So can
Right.
you share a little bit about what you've learned from raising your two beautiful girls
Yes.
with those who may be attending who are in the same position?
Yes, I am a mother of twin girls at that. And oh, I don't even know where to start. I think I use a lot of sometimes the understanding from work, it does intertwine with your personal life. And I do sit down with my baby girls and I share with them what mommy is up against, right? Mommy has a major meeting tonight. I need it to be quiet. If mommy's door is closed, I'm behind the door. I try to give them an understanding of why I'm doing what I'm doing, right? I want them
Mhm.
to one, see this. I'm a mentor and model at the same time, mentoring and modeling those expectations for my girls. I also want them to understand mommy is here. I am a mother first, right? And to
Yes.
balance that and to juggle that, it's not easy. I don't think there's a manual for this, right? There's some things that cannot be manualized. You have to just go with the flow and put your best foot forward. My baby still gets sick. I still have an important meeting that I have to attend. How I manage that. Oftentimes, I may have to jump off the meeting a little early. If I'm leading that call, I have to let them know without giving too much, but just enough. Just kind of let
Mhm.
them know, like, I may have to get off. I have a hard stop at this time, but I've already prepped my right hand, or I've prepped someone else to kind of continue the meeting on for me. And I'll
Mhm.
take my notes because I have to tend to my sick child or children. There are times where I have to make some tough decisions because we have recital, on that same Wednesday night that I have a staff meeting that or a meeting that may take place at 6:30. I have to choose. I want my daughters to know my mom is here. She's
Yes.
been here with me. She has my best interest at heart. And at times I include them. They'll be at the summit. They're my junior consultants. They'll be right there representing, saying, book my mommy. She's a good one.
Love
She
it.
has the years of experience, and I want them to see that they too can go. I have to stretch them as well. They can go above and beyond when they're passionate
Yes.
about something. Lead that arena. Don't let anyone tell you differently. When you know your work, when you know who you are, walk in it. Be
That's
confident in it.
right.
And the best way that they can do that is watching mommy. So again, there's no manual to this. I just
Mhm.
try my best to give 100% where I can and not forgetting me. Self-care is important too.
I
So
love that you said that. Thank you for throwing that in there. Continue. I'm sorry.
absolutely. No, 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 please. But I'm learning this later in the game.
Mhm.
In the beginning, it's just kind of like I'm going, I'm going, I'm going. Until your body tells you, okay, it's time for you to sit down. We're not going anymore, and I have to rest. So in between that, when I'm back to what I consider a normal state, I say, okay, that took me out. I need to avoid that. So if that requires meditation, quiet moment, I'm a believer. So I love to sit in prayer in my quiet time and just reflect, journaling, taking walks. I need that. And my home, it leads with me. I bring peace to my home, it trickles down. My daughters understand
Absolutely.
it. They take a book and they say, Mom, we're going to read. We understand it. So again, there's no manual to this because motherhood does not come with a manual. But I think all of us are in agreement. We do our best and try our best to maintain our career, to be a mom, to be a businesswoman, to be a leader, and everything. And we give 100%, but never forget about you.
Oh my goodness. And the fact that you're modeling that for your girls, for, you
Absolutely.
know, their lives is super important. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. This conversation could go on and on, but
Yes.
I'm gonna end with some rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
And so, okay, Latonia, excuse me, books or movies? Books or movies?
I love a good movie.
Okay, networking events or quiet cafes?
Oh, both. It depends. Both. But I love networking. I love meeting new people. I love sharing best practices. So I'm gonna go with networking.
Okay, beach or mountain resort? Beach vacation or mountain resort?
Give me a beach. I need to
Mhm.
hear the waves. Give me a beach, some sun, natural vitamin D. I'm all for it.
Okay, and this one, innovation or efficiency,
Ooh.
right?
Ooh.
That was a hard one for me to even choose. Innovation or efficiency?
Ooh.
Mhm.
Ooh. Oh, you got me on that one. You
I
stopped
know.
me on that one. Ooh, if I had to say what I'm a filler, if I had to go with filling, I'm gonna go with innovation.
All right, cool. And then action-packed days or relaxed mornings?
Relax mornings. Relax
Same.
mornings.
And the last one, because I know you, Jamaican food or soul food?
I'm gonna go with Jamaican food because I love
Because
my
you know,
Jamaican.
you already know.
Absolutely.
Your
My
family
Jamaican food
watching.
is.
She
Yes,
sits
I'm
between
gonna go.
Jamaican and American. So
Absolutely. I am both, but on a good day, some hominy corn porridge would do me well.
yes, and same. Some
Yes.
oxtail. I must say
Oxtail.
oxtail.
Yes.
Rice
Yes.
and peas. Oh
Yes.
man, thank you, Latonia, so much for the
Absolutely.
conversation. And if you have not had a chance to register, go to wibsummit.com. Registration is closing soon, so please get your tickets and be there to meet Latonia and all of the other amazing speakers. Thank you so much for the time.
I look forward to meeting you all. Thank you, Keisha, for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Bye, everybody.